Сега би сакала да ја поканам представничката на 10-та конгресна единица на Мичиген во представничкиот дом на САД, Candace Miller. And now I invite Representative Candace Miller.
Thank you so very, very much. And I am absolutely delighted to be here at the Macedonian Cultural Center again with so many good friends. I've been here several times before, and I know that the food is excellent here, so looking forward to that certainly. But what a tremendous honor for us to have the Prime Minister with us this evening. And we were just chatting. Actually, I had the honor of having lunch with the Prime Minister in the United States Capitol. Another Congressman, Bill Castrell from New Jersey. I know there's some others from New Jersey here tonight. I had lunch with the Prime Minister, and we of course welcomed him to the United States Capitol, and we were so honored to have him there. And Mr. Prime Minister, it is my personal honor to have you here now in Michigan in my congressional district. And if you don't mind me observing this, I know you just had a birthday on Friday, so happy birthday.
See that?
Any better way for you to celebrate your birthday than to celebrate 21 years of Macedonian independence. That's
Bravo, Candace, bravo.
And certainly, Mr. Ambassador, we appreciate seeing you. We see you very often in Washington, of course, and we're delighted to be here. And, you know, I tell other members of Congress from around the country how proud I am to represent an area that has, I think, the largest Macedonian population in the entire country.
Yes, žive.
And what a tremendous impact this community has on our greater southeastern Michigan community, and we certainly welcome so many of you that are from other states, our Canadian neighbors, our good friends, our allies, all of you that are here today. And you know, over the years that I've been in public service, I've been had an opportunity to meet so many of you and to understand what the Macedonian community is, and again, what a tremendous impact they have. People of faith, people of families. We see the children here. I think it's wonderful to see the young children here. That's why we're all involved. But certainly, how much you all appreciate what great patriots you are, how much you love America, but yet how important it is for you in your community to make sure that the children, your grandchildren, always understand and are very aware of the rich Macedonian heritage that they have, and that is so important. And you know, there's really nothing more of a vivid demonstration of what the Macedonian community means to us than being in this beautiful center tonight, but as well as we celebrate the church, which is certainly one of the most beautiful churches I have ever been in anywhere in the world. Certainly built by the generosity of so many of you that are here today, and certainly built to the glory of God, to the glory of God. And that is so important. Now, we all know that Macedonia has had such a significant transition as you've broken the yoke of tyranny and communism, certainly, and embraced democratic freedom. And when I first came to the United States Congress, I was very honored by then Speaker Dennis Hastert to be appointed to something called the House Democracy Assistance Commission. And this was a group of members of Congress, Democrats, Republicans, and what we did is we looked at about a handful of emerging democracies, nations around the globe that we thought we could help them. And I lobbied very hard and was successful in getting Macedonia to be one of them. And what we did, for instance, we brought a group of members of parliament from Macedonia. First, we were happy to host them here We actually had a banquet right here in this facility.
Yes,
for
yes,
them.
ma'am.
But we took them, for instance, over to the Macomb Daily, to our newspaper, to meet the editorial board. We took them to our hospitals. My husband is a judge. We took them into the courts here in Macomb County. And we did a number of various things with them. And then when we were in Washington, of course, we took them through some of the different committees, the congressional committees, the departments, the agencies, our Supreme Court, just really tried to help them with resources as well. And we have just been so proud of how everything has gone there. And as was mentioned, why the members of the Macedonian Parliament, the political group, was in Washington, D.C., I had the distinct honor and privilege to go to the floor of the House of Representatives and to make a speech and welcome them on behalf of the United States Congress, of course, and I close my remarks with, as has been said, Da Živi Slobodna Macedonia.
Da živiš!
And I have also been very proud to actually start in the United States Congress a caucus for Macedonia. And so we have a Macedonia caucus. We have getting members. We have been advocating a number of issues that are certainly important to like-minded individuals. And certainly one of them is to make sure that Macedonia has the ability to be officially recognized for the name that they want to call their country, the Republic of Macedonia.
Da žive Candice Miller!
And of course, the other really pressing issue, as was mentioned by my good friend and colleague, Congressman Gary Peters, is how important it is for Macedonia to be a part of the NATO alliance. And we are going to continue to work very diligently on that. As Congressman Peters said, there were 53 members of Congress who signed a letter to the President asking for that recognition in the Chicago summit. Unfortunately, that did not happen. But I think there is a lot of goodwill toward this. I feel very confident that we're going to be able to continue to push that as well we should, because it's interesting that Macedonia actually have their troops, their brave men and women in both Iraq and Afghanistan. And thank you so much for that. Mr. Prime Minister, thank you so much for that. And in Afghanistan, your brave troops actually guarded the NATO tent in Afghanistan. So if they can guard the tent of NATO on the outside, they should be allowed on the
Taka je! Taka je!
So I just want to thank you all so very, very much. Let me mention as well, because much of the success that we have in Washington is because of Mento and his entire team. They do a tremendous job. We see them all the time. They're back and forth. They help us with issues, etc. And again, it's really been my privilege to know so many of you. Tonight I see my good friend Steve Semensky here. And also Dr. Steve Nemonsky is here. Here he is, right here. With
Thank you.
But so many of you have become such good friends, and it's just my personal privilege to represent this area in Congress and to be here with all of you this evening. God bless Macedonia and God bless America.
God bless you, Candice Miller!